Hi there, and welcome to the Digital Marketing Masters podcast. This is your host, Yolanda Rose, and every week I bring you easy, actionable tips, content, and strategies that you can use in your business to grow your business online almost immediately. And if you're just joining us for the very first time, thank you for tuning in. Please hit that subscribe button on whichever platform you are joining us from, be it Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Tuned In, YouTube, wherever you're at. Please subscribe and also leave us an honest review on what you thought about the content that you are hearing today. So today we're talking all things Pinterest, and this is a beginner's guide on how you can get started with Pinterest marketing. So let's take it from the very beginning. Now, everyone starts out as beginners at some point. It takes time, it takes patience, especially with a platform like Pinterest, as it's so much different from what you are most probably used to if your sole platforms are things like Facebook and Instagram or even Twitter or LinkedIn. This is something that's really completely different. Now, I have created a guide for you. If you go to www.yolandarose.com/DMM30, you're going to get your hands on my free Pinterest 101 download. So, what is Pinterest? Pinterest is a social media platform that allows you to share, discover, and save your own or others' posts to your profile, making it a collection. Now, you don't need many sentences to describe what Pinterest is. In fact, Pinterest describes Pinterest as a visual bookmarking tool that helps you discover and save creative ideas. So, people use Pinterest to find and store images of clothes they wish to buy, food they wish to cook, places they wish to visit, and furniture they would love to have in their homes. Pinterest is very unique, it is free, it is powerful, and it is growing. Pinterest, in essence, is like the shop window of your business or brand's website. Big and small businesses have gotten on to the many benefits that Pinterest can offer, including SEO, traffic, engagement, sales, backlinks, increased visibility, and brand awareness. Pinterest can also be used to create a lookbook for your company, displaying your products and creating an idea of what your business is about. Success relies on creating pinnable images that other users would want to repin. Travel, fashion, food, weddings, interior design among the most popular niches on Pinterest. Pinterest promoted pins offer a simple advertising module. Just dive in and you can get going with Pinterest ads almost immediately. To start off, you'll select a pin that you would want to promote for your brand. Next, you will set up your goals, and then you will choose your audience and you will set up a CPC bid for that campaign and budget. So if you don't have a Pinterest account, now is a good time to familiarize yourself with it. And you can even create a business account as well, which is a little different from the personal account where you have access to analytics, and obviously the ad platform is only available on business. If you have a personal account which you want to convert to a business account, you can also do this as well. It's just a couple of clicks. Some words that are commonly used on Pinterest are things like pin. Now, a pin is a visual bookmark that redirects you to another website if you click on it, often the original source. Repin is when you save a pin that has been posted by someone else to your board. It is called repinning. Repinning is also known as saving. So repinning is basically a retweet. Pinterest may not be the newest social site, but it is quickly taking over the old favorites, and research has uncovered that Pinterest drives more traffic than Twitter. Now, a board is a place where you save related pins. You can create many boards as you like, and normally you would add your pins that are in common interest on the same boards, and you'll name them to separate them. Boards are like folders that let you keep your pins organized on the platform. A pinner is a Pinterest user. A follower is a pinner who shares appealing content. You can follow that user. Now, when an individual adds a new pin, they will appear on your home page. A source link is a website URL. Likes are similar to most social platforms. Like a pin to show your support and you endorse it. The bonus of a like feature on Pinterest is that you can like a pin and then later look at it without it being shared on your profile. So to get started with Pinterest, you create your business account and then you start creating a board. Before you start creating pins or repinning, you need to put them somewhere. Therefore, before you begin pinning, you need to create one or more boards. So now you're ready to create your first pin. So maybe you create a board that says Captain America birthday parties. So now you can create a related pin. Now there's a difference in your original pin and pinning or liking others' content. You can share a pin using different methods. If you're visiting a website, you can share a pin of the images that are on the website if the website has integrated share buttons. So if you tap the Pinterest icon, you can share your pin. Now, if you have a website, a business website or a brand website that is WordPress based, you can use a social sharing plugin that includes the Pinterest icon. With regards to Squarespace and Wix and stuff like that, I'm not really too sure what they do use. I'm a WordPress girl myself, but I'm sure they have something similar. One of the simplest methods to install a pin it button directly from Pinterest. So once installed, this button will appear on your browser bar. And when you find an image online that you would like, press the pin button. And Pinterest will ask you to confirm which image you would like to select for pinning. By pinning with the button, there is no need to attribute the image, as Pinterest will link it back to its original location. Simply add your new pin to the most relevant board and add a caption to ensure it is sufficiently optimized for those search engines. So here's some really cool features that you need to know about Pinterest. Firstly, private messaging. How cool is that? On Pinterest, you can send and receive private messages from other users on the platform. So imagine linking up with clients on this. To access your messages once inside the app, you just go into the bubble and go into your inbox. Now, many people don't know this, but Pinterest has a visual search feature that lets you identify and sometimes even buy a products in a pin. Now, Pinterest will present similar products like the ones seen in the pin and suggest similar products from online stores that you can put on your cart and shop without even leaving the app. Now, let's say you are a professional food blogger and you want to drive more traffic to your site. You post a picture of some amazing no-bake cookie dough truffles. They look so good, so others repin the picture to their boards. Some think it looks so good that they want to try to make these items for themselves. So the pinner clicks the picture twice and arrives at your site for the recipe. The picture has driven traffic to your site. The pinner may subscribe and start following your blog. Pinterest has successfully marketed your site. So the concept seems easy. Provide engaging aesthetic images of your product or service on your website, pin them to Pinterest, and allow your image to bring your customers to your site. It's easy, however, there are some things to remember that can affect your marketing efforts. So here's some do's and don'ts. Don't upload pictures to Pinterest from your computer. This will not link back to your site. So you need to put these pictures and related content on your website and pin them from your site. Put them on your website and pin them from your site to Pinterest. The more links you have going to your website, the higher your search engine rankings can be. Don't put pictures from your site that have no content on your site. If someone has followed the photo to the website, it is because they want to read more about the topic of the photo. Do provide visual subscriptions to your page. If they like the content, they may want to subscribe. You should make this as easy as possible. Direct people to a sales page or the add to cart page with no product information. Don't do this. Do provide easy purchasing directions on your site. If it is confusing, there are technical problems, people may be deterred from following through with that purchase. So here are a couple of additional branding strategies that you can use on Pinterest. Firstly, let me introduce you to rich pins. Brands taking advantage of rich pins notice that 82% jump in their repin ratio. And you'll see that big brands like the big American brands like Target and Walmart are taking advantage of these rich pins, and you should too. Rich pins come in 5 different flavors: movie, recipe, article, product, and place. All are fully loaded with their own valuable feature that will boost your engagement and direct them to your sites. One of the perks of rich pins is that when you apply for rich pin, you will get real-time information automatically updated on your pins and more ways to direct people to your site because your site will be linked to your rich pin. No hassle, no fuss, just leads. So, how do we integrate these rich pins? Firstly, for any of your rich pins, you have to have the potential to direct traffic to your site. You need to get them validated on the Pinterest site itself. Okay, so here's how to get started with rich pins. Read up on rich pins on the developers page on Pinterest. Decide on what kind of rich pin that you will be using: product, recipe, movie, article, or place that you want to apply for. Read the documentation for the rich pin type on Pinterest. Add the appropriate meta tags to your site and validate your rich pin and apply them to get approved. Now there is a rich pin validator. Well, so once you have all the meta tags and everything up and running on your site, you put your link into the rich pins validator and that will validate your rich pin. So once your rich pin is approved by Pinterest, they will be out there for the entire Pinterest world to see, to repin and direct to your site. So I don't think this is something that is optional. This is something that you need to do if you want to keep up with the latest digital marketing strategies. Now, rich pins are sort of new, especially if your business is small and growing. They will set you apart from your competition. Fortune 500 companies like GM, Apple, Procter & Gamble are all using rich pins. Follow the big boys and you will be on the path to some serious growth. Another thing that you could do with your Pinterest content is to mix things up. So don't just post product or service photos. Mix your content up. Basically, mix your content up. Remember, nobody's on social media to be sold to. Mix up your content. Give value in anything that you post. Always include a direct link to your site. Not every pin that you're going to use is going to make sense as a rich pin. So you want to link directly to your site. It's all about content. When you're putting images to your brand inspiration board, you don't need rich pins. Relevant quotes to your business definitely wouldn't call for a rich pin. But one piece of information that comes with rich pins that your other simpler pins need to have is a direct link to your site. Even inspirational pins need to link to your site, because if one quote you posted last Tuesday changed one of your followers' lives, they are likely will want to check out your brand. And if you have a link to take them to your site, they don't have to go searching for information. You increase the chances of them finding your site. Also, try and put your most popular boards on top. Over time, you will see which boards are becoming popular and have more engagement. So put your best foot forward and move these boards to the top of your page. So when users come to visit your page, they will see those busy boards first. Always keep your content fresh, seasonal, and relevant. So work around holidays, memorable days, seasons, events, sporting events, things that are relevant and catch people's attention. Create a board just for your blog posts. I mean, if you already have quite an array of content on your site, map out a board that link back to your blog posts. And you would want to put this board on top of your page so your followers will see that first. And this will help drive traffic to your site, and it will make it easier for your users to find the content, as it was all just easy to find in the one board that you created. So just to give you some tips on the images that you create. Remember, you would want your images to be bright, crisp, high quality. Infographics are very popular, and you want to post content that are in the popular categories. Maybe your brand or service is not really in those popular categories, but try and link it to something that is relevant and popular and people are talking about on Pinterest. Try and engage your followers and your influencers to grow your reach by pinning up to 30 times per day, responding to follower comments, commenting on follower posts, follow popular boards and comment, very similar to Instagram. Invite followers and influencers to pin on your board, building influencer relationships, and use find friends from Twitter and Facebook. Okay, so that is what I have for you regarding the basics of Pinterest today. We will definitely be talking about Pinterest a little more. I started actually marketing one of my brands on Pinterest a little while ago, and hopefully, in about 3 to 6 months, I can give you guys a case study on how things went for that brand on Pinterest. All right, so this is me signing off, and until next time on the Digital Marketing Masters.